Take a look at these sheets of uncut US dollars. For most of modern history, we've relied on paper money like this. To use it, we have to place our absolute trust in a central government to manage its supply and maintain its value. But storing and moving that money means relying on banks. And if you've ever waited days for a check to clear, paid a steep wire fee, or had your card frozen while traveling, you know the friction. Banks act as toll booths, deciding when, where, and how you are allowed to access your own savings. In 2008, the high risk of that system became painfully clear when major financial institutions collapsed, taking millions of jobs and homes with them. People realized the danger of trusting a few central corporate entities with the entire global economy. Right in the middle of that crisis, an anonymous programmer using the name Satoshi Nakamoto posed a question. What if we didn't need the bank? What if two people could send money directly to each other over the internet, trusting a network of computers instead of a corporate middleman? That idea birthed cryptocurrency. It is a decentralized financial system where no single CEO or government is in charge, putting control over wealth back into the hands of the individuals using it. To understand how this works without a bank, imagine replacing a bank's private database with a shared digital notebook. Instead of being locked in a vault, thousands of identical copies of this notebook are held by computers all over the world. When you want to send money to a friend, you announce your transaction to the entire network. All those computers instantly flip through their past pages to verify that you actually have the funds and haven't spent them twice. Once the network agrees your funds are real, they bundle your transaction together with others happening at the exact same time. Then, every computer writes that bundle down on a brand new page. Here is where the security kicks in. Once that page is turned, it is mathematically sealed and linked directly to the page before it. The ink is permanent. You cannot erase, alter, or forge a single line. This unbroken chain of identical, verified pages gives the technology its name, the blockchain. Because the notebook is public and distributed everywhere, a hacker trying to fake a transaction would have to successfully rewrite the pages on thousands of computers at the exact same time. This makes faking a record so difficult and expensive that it's effectively impossible for a single person to override the system. This brings us to Bitcoin. Look at this vault of gold bars. For centuries, gold has held value because it is physically rare. Bitcoin was designed to be the digital equivalent, a secure way to store value. Its underlying code dictates that there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins in existence. That hard limit creates a predictable scarcity, protecting your savings from the inflation that happens when governments print unlimited amounts of paper money. To protect the network, Bitcoin uses massive amounts of computing power to solve complex math puzzles. This setup makes it physically and financially impractical for any attacker to gain enough power to alter the record, securing every transaction with mathematical labor. A few years later, a programmer named Vitalik Buterin expanded this technology to do more than record balances. He launched Ethereum, turning the ledger into a global supercomputer capable of running code. Think of a vending machine. If you put in the right amount of money, the machine automatically gives you the item without a human needing to approve it. In the crypto world, we call these self-executing agreements smart contracts. They move money or assets the moment specific conditions are met. While Bitcoin serves as a secure digital vault, Ethereum provides the infrastructure to rebuild borrowing, lending, and insurance directly on the blockchain. For many investors, this technology is a way to grow a portfolio. But for millions of people around the world who have no access to a local bank branch, cryptocurrency is a daily, critical lifeline. Look closely at this note. It is a $20 trillion bill from Zimbabwe. In economies where local money can lose its value overnight, a digital wallet allows citizens to convert their cash into a stable digital asset, shielding their hard-earned savings. Historically, building wealth has required permission from massive institutions. If you look at traditional stock exchanges, they have always gatekept who gets a loan, who can trade, and who participates in the global market. Decentralized money removes these barriers. It takes the financial tools once reserved strictly for a small group of professionals and offers them to anyone on Earth with a basic smartphone and an internet connection. Because this is a new global market that trades 24 hours a day, the prices often go through extreme swings. To protect yourself, you can invest a small, fixed amount of money at regular intervals, like every Tuesday, rather than trying to guess the best moment to buy. This is a strategy called dollar cost averaging. By sticking to those consistent small buys, you naturally buy more when prices are low and less when they are high. This smooths out the wild peaks and valleys of the market over the long term. You also have to protect your digital passwords or keys. In this system, there is no forgot password button. True ownership requires storing your keys on a physical hardware device, because if you lose access, no bank or customer service line can recover your funds. We are now seeing the early stages of a decentralized internet, where users, not giant corporations, own their own data and digital assets. Many people refer to this new owner-driven web as Web 3. It is evolving to be faster and more integrated into our daily lives every day. As the technology matures and becomes easier to use, the barrier between the traditional bank and the blockchain is beginning to fade. By taking time to learn these basics today, you are preparing yourself to participate in an economy that is becoming open and accessible to everyone.